Alright, I had to grind the edge of these because the ones that Adam P123 sent are really small. The other one, which is the Wasr, is about half this length. And I need it to sit in here flat. A little burr on there is liable to make it sit up, and then when I put pressure with the needle here, with that diamond, it's liable to give a false reading. So I want it as accurate as possible. We're going to do this in C scale. It's got a diamond in it. This does have paint on it still, but trust me, that diamond is going through all of this. No problem. That won't even shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. Because some of the other stuff is Parkerized, and well, I can't remove that. Well, I can remove it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it all like this. We just want a general overall understanding of, hey, are these things all pretty close to the same thing? So let's find out. Rotate this here, get that up there. We'll do 3 marks on it, making contact right there. Put pressure on it. You see this little one here needs to be on that dot, and then the big one here I can adjust with a dial down here to get it so it lines up. You ready? Let's see what we got. Typically they go about halfway of wherever it is here. Throw the lever. We're looking at that spot at 23. Hopefully the camera's in a good spot here. Let me raise it up. Can we see that? 23. C scale's on here, B's on the inside. We're using C scale, so we're looking at the black numbers. So 23 for that first hit. Write this down. 23. Alright. And let's do it again. Back it off. Rotate it a little bit. Pressure on it. Make sure we're centered up. Will be roughly about the same. And here we go. And that one's just shy of 24. I'll call it 24. Just shy of 24. Alright, one more. Rotate it again. As you can see, I'm bumping the camera here. Rotate it a little bit more. As you can see, there's 2 marks there. Rotate it just a hair. And here we go. Center it up. That one is just barely over 23. Well, I'm going to call it 23. It's not in the half, so we'll call it 23. And that is for the SLR 104 by Adam P123. Alright, drop that one on the floor. Let's see here. Put that back in the bag. And now we're going to do, also by Adam P123, a Wasr 10 new production 2014. So, I've already cleaned up the edges there. See, I told you this one's a lot smaller. So, let's put this in here. Hopefully it sits where maybe it won't come launching out of there. Yeah. Let's see. Make contact. And now we'll center it up. And here we go. See, it's roughly about the same. Wah. And that one is 23 and a half. 23 and a half. Alrighty. Rotate it. It's hard to do around the camera. Let's set it up. There you go. Hit number 2. Whack. And 22. Alrighty. Rotate it one more time. See, it's hopefully this is showing up good on camera. Alrighty. Hit 3. Whack. And you're on, oh, it's right on 22. Alrighty. So there's those from Adam P. Now, we're going to do this is going to be from Frank Stang. He also has an SLR 104, but it's a lot bigger stub. Somebody made an SBR. Alright. Let's check this. Alrighty, here we are. Maintenance people are here checking out the air conditioning, making noise. See it moving, look, I'm tapping it with my knuckle trying to get it on 0. There we go. This one might be a little tougher. Ooh, 25. Alright, that's that hit. Rotate it. Oops. Look at there. Whack. Yeah, I'll call it 25 and a half. It's pretty much on 25 and a half. All right, rotate it again. Third and final hit. Of course, I call it a hit. That's just what I'm calling it. Whack. 25. Alrighty. If you're wondering why all of it's being done in the middle, I'm not checking at different links like this. As you see, as it rotates right here, I'll show you something right quick. Let me push it way out here. It'll probably work here, but let me get it on. It'll probably work there, but if I put pressure out here just a little bit, it'll make that thing jump just by tapping it. All I'm doing is just tapping it. So I try to get them balanced or in the center as possible. So in case you're wondering, like, why don't you go all down the lengths of it? Well, I'm going to stay just rotating around it instead of going all over the place, so it stays as balanced as possible. Alright, next up will be, get it out of here. This is going to be from Brad Scorpius. It's an Arsenal Cold Hammer Forged Barrel SAM 7K. Here's his stub. We'll check it. Get it in there. Tighten her up. Let go of the camera so it stops shaking around. Oops. Alrighty, here we go. Whack. And it is 20, I mean it's just a hair past 26, so we'll call it 26. Rotate it around, check again. It's going to be kind of a long video sitting here because I don't really want to do a bunch of edits where somebody goes, oh, did you switch something or what? No, I'm just... There we go. Whack. And that one is, man, it is pushing 28. We'll call it 27 and a half. And it's closer to 28. And it's kind of hard to say. You can go either way. I might as well, we'll say 27 and a half. Alright, I'm writing this down so I can do the average. Let's do one more hit. Let me see, it's still in there. Well, it's going to go back and forth between one spot. Alrighty, last hit. Whack, and that is 27. Alrighty. Now, we've got an entire barrel here from June Mom. All these people who donated these parts to be tested are from the AK files. This is a Chinese Norinco pre-band barrel. I don't know what they were doing, but so we'll get this thing set up in here. The only thing is it's got real heavy machine marks. Hear that? Running my fingernails on it. So I don't know if that's going to interfere with the test. Right here where the handguard retainer ring is pretty smooth. Right here is smooth, but like I said, it's too much weight on it, so it might give me a false reading. So let's see. if we can get it to balance on that. It's still a little bit heavy on that chamber end. So you get a balance right there, but those machine marks, I don't know, we'll go ahead and test it right here. Probably could have sanded those marks off or something. Alright, we got it pressed on there. It's in. It's going to be a lot softer. 19. I'm going to go ahead and continue testing in the same spot I am with this barrel. Then I'll move it over to where it's smooth and doesn't have the machine marks in it, in case the machine marks are throwing it off a little. Just to be fair. Because I don't want it to be like, oh, everybody was hoping this one was going to be awesome, and well, it turned out to be the crappy one. Who knows? It could be those machine marks. Throwing it off just a little. We'll see. It does leave a bigger divot. And that diamond really cuts into that stuff. Whack. And see, now we're at almost 25. We're at 24, yeah, I'll call it a half. With that 19, that really knocks it down. Let's do number 3 here. When I tested on the smooth section instead of the machined areas, I will not count that one in the test on this barrel. Just the 3 I'm getting right here. But we'll see if it makes a difference. Alright, last hit. And you're right back to about 24. It's more closer to 25. We'll count that one at 25. Or at least I am anyway. Alrighty. Now we'll back this out. I'll put it on this smooth section, but you can see it doesn't want to balance. Make sure it's not in that notch too. We'll just see right here, just for the heck of it, what that reads at. Alrighty, here we go. Whack. And 21. So apparently it doesn't seem to make a difference, or at least as far as I can tell by this test here. It does leave bigger marks in this barrel, even that one. So the Norinco barrel is pretty much a little bit softer. Alrighty. I have a Polish Tantal stub here. Came from a demilled militarized kit. You can already see, I think I've checked it once right here before. Or somebody did. There's a big old mark in it right there. I may have checked this one before. I don't know. It's got the military markings on it. Or, well, maybe not military markings, but it's got markings from the factory. All up and down. There's a 71. Here's a 1. Let's check this right quick. See what it's got. Alright, it's in there. Bring it up. A lot of times you can tell when you're twisting this to get it into position if it's softer or not. It takes more effort. Here goes this hit. Whack! Whoa! Wham! 32. Alrighty, 32. Wow, that really puts the other ones to shame already. Rotate it a little bit. Like I said, this Polish Tantal is an original barrel stub. It's not a US made barrel to replace it. It's an actual one from the military rifle. And we are at 29. One more test. Go back to the machine. Oops. Sure hope this all shows up on camera good. Last one for the Polish Tantal. Tantal, whatever you want to say. And 28. Alrighty. This stub here is an AK, like it's off center. Anyway, this is a AK Builder 4140 chrome lined stub. We'll check it right quick. Get it in here. And it is 21 and a, excuse me, 25, 26 and a half, 21, 26 and a half. Wow, that's going to be a long, drawn-out video for people. Like I said, I don't want to go editing too much. People think you swap stuff around. What? I don't know why I would want to, but 26. It doesn't benefit me to swap stuff around and lie on a test, but who knows. There we go. Last test on this one. Whack, and it's almost touching 26, so we'll call it 26. Alrighty, here's that. Now, I'm not sure if y'all want the Atlantic Firearms 4150 barrel here or the Green Mountain barrel. Let's just go ahead. I got this one in my hands here. We'll go ahead. This is the Atlantic. I wish I'd learned how to speak. Atlantic Firearms 4150 chrome lined barrel that they offer. 99 bucks as of right now. Let's see. Let's find the balance point on it. All right, it's in there. It's sitting under its own. Both my hands are here. It's sitting on its own there. Like I said, if you put too much pressure out one side or the other, it'll jack it up. So let's test this. Alright, it's in there. And here we go. Like I said, typically it'd jump about halfway of where it was, the opposite direction, 180. It is sitting at 23. Yeah, number 2 here. Gosh. Whack. 23. Pretty consistent so far. last one. There we go. Whack. It's almost dead on 23, so we'll call it 23 all the way across. It's very consistent. Maybe a quarter of a point off here and there, but it's not going to be close enough to... Like I said, if it's closer, I'm going to go ahead and call it the other. So, alrighty. I don't have a light or angels singing or anything, but here's a Green Mountain barrel. It is not cut for the handguard. The slots are cut for the ring, but not for the locking lever, and there's no gas port hole, which is fine by me because I don't work in a machine shop, so I don't care. But anyway, here comes the Green Mountain. Let's get it in here, get it balanced under its own weight. Alrighty, it's in. Here we go. And their barrels are 4140, and they're considered top notch. So, of course, this test may not really tell us much of anything. So let's see. Maintenance guys are back. Whack! And it is sitting on 27. So that's good. Alrighty, 27. And another one. Here we go. Whack. And 27, I'll call it 28. It's just a hair off from 28, but I'm going to call it 28. Alright, last hit on this one. And there goes the buzzer. These people aren't yelling or screaming on the intercom like they normally are. Yep. And 27. Not too bad. Looks like the Polish Tantal has it. Everything beat though. There we go, folks. Everything was checked on a Rockwell hardness tester. I don't know if that answers your questions or creates more, but there you have it. Oh, one last thing. This might answer a little more of those questions too. Here's that ESS barrel. Let's check it just for the heck of it. Why not, huh? Alright, ESS barrel is in. Now this is the only barrel I've ever had bend on me, and this is what got me to checking these things with a Rockwell hardness tester. I'll show you what happens here. Alrighty. Everybody ready? Let's get that a little closer. Ooh. That means it's going to be way up here. Whack! Look at there, 5. That's why it bent. And that's why I switched to original Romanian barrels, because they were about 22 to 25 Rockwell, which is what all the AK Builder, Arms of America, all their barrels have been around 22 to 25. Come on, get on there. And there goes the thing again. Whack. And 4.5. I don't really think there's a need to test a third. But there you go. That's why I've been checking with this thing to see, because this is an American-made ESS barrel and it's junk.